All right, so today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Peoria, Arizona. My absolute personal favorite place to live in because I've been living here for almost 20 years. We've moved 3 times and only moved a mile or two north each time and absolutely love it. Our kids love it, and I'm going to get into that right now. Alright guys, so thank you for watching this video. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor, subscribe, ring that bell so you're alerted next time we put out a new video. And if you are thinking about moving to Arizona anywhere in the vicinity of Phoenix Metro, which incorporates all of these different suburbs or different cities, smaller cities around it that we're talking about, let me know, or simply just click below and we have this Moving to Phoenix guide that is completely free that talks about everything that you should consider or think about before moving out here. So check out the guide. It's completely free, no pressure, no hassle. Just click on it and we'll get that over to you as soon as possible. Now, I've also been a local realtor here in Northwest Peoria, exactly where this video is about, for almost 15 years, guys. So if you have any questions about moving here, any questions about anything that has to do with life in Northwest Peoria, just call me or text me. You got the information below. Whatever you need, I'll answer your questions. And definitely follow me on Instagram for more local day-to-day fun activities. I highlight restaurants, places to eat, activities, all kinds of fun stuff on there. See you there. All right, let's get into the video, guys. So today I want to talk to you about the good and the bad about living in Peoria. And like any other city, it's gonna have good or bad, right? There is no perfect city. There's hopefully no terrible city that has only cons. But let's go over some of these things. So hopefully that's gonna make you make a better decision for you and your family if you're considering moving out here. As I mentioned in a previous video, guys, we have people calling us and texting us from all over the country when they're moving here. And these videos are exactly why, because we want to give you that information up front so you have everything you need at your fingertips before you make a decision to either buy or rent in these areas. So hopefully this is going to help you make that decision easier. Let's do it. All right, let's start with weather. Is it a pro or a con? It's probably both. This one is hard to put in either one of the categories. Anywhere you're gonna move into Arizona or Phoenix, the weather, in our opinion here, is absolutely fantastic. Yes, you have about 3 to 4 months of super hot weather in the summer, in the hundreds and 10, but it's a dry heat, and I am telling you, it really is different. It really is better than that high humidity heat. I've been in both, and I'll take this dry heat anytime. So I definitely consider that a plus because I absolutely love knowing that we have over 300 days of sunshine. We probably have 360 days of sunshine every year. Very rarely do we have overcast clouds. We have our monsoon season in the summer towards the fall where you get some more rain, but most of the time it's sunny, beautiful, it's amazing to wake up to. It just gives you that happy, good feeling all day around. No, it doesn't mean that we're happy every day. We're people, we're humans. We have some bad days, and it has nothing to do with the sun though, right? But I do believe the weather here, guys, is by far best from all of the places that I visited. So I definitely will put that under the pros category. One of the biggest cons, in my opinion, for Peoria is its location. As you see on the map, we're in the northwest part of Phoenix Metro, and that puts us super close to Lake Pleasant, which is one of the best lakes that we have around Phoenix. Definitely the biggest one and the most activities. It has a marina, it has a dock where you can dock your boat, you can do water skiing, jet skiing, fishing, all kinds of stuff. They have a restaurant on the lake. You can do lake cruises, you can do dinner cruises, you can rent a pontoon boat and go hang out. So much cool stuff to do on Lake Pleasant. And if you're in Northwest Peoria where we are, as you can see on the map, we're literally like 15 minutes to the lake. It's a super close drive. But on top of that, as you look at the location here, very easy access in every direction, especially if you want to go out of town. You want to shoot up the Flagstaff, we have a shortcut over the 303 and over to the I-17 right by the lake. You want to head out to Vegas, same thing, 303 to Grand Avenue, shoot straight up into Wickenburg. And you can take the 303 that loops all the way around to the I-10 out towards Los Angeles, San Diego, and Puerto Penasco, Mexico. So in any direction that you want to go to, I think we're super greatly located, especially because the 303 freeway now is looped all the way around and it's finished. It really saves so much commute time. There's not a lot of traffic on it because it's newer and a little bit on the outskirts of the rest of these little cities. So the traffic is mild and it'll help you get in all directions. So location, I would say, is a big pro. Having said that, there is kind of a con when it comes to commuting. So again, it links in a little bit of location, but if you have to get to the airport a lot, or if you got to go to the other side of town, which is the East Valley where Scottsdale is, where all the fun entertainment takes place, all the great restaurants, world-class spas, golf, all things like that. Most people who know Phoenix, they think of Scottsdale for all of its world-renowned dining, entertainment, shopping, and spas and golf courses. If you need to go and commute to that side of town, it's gonna take about 30-45 minutes to go. With traffic, probably a little bit longer. We love hanging out there, so we do go out there every once and again. It's very rare, and I'll mention why in the next pro that we're gonna talk about. But it does gonna take you some time to get over there, and the airport, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes as well. Like, we do a lot of early morning flights. That takes me less than 30 minutes to get there, 25 to 30 minutes we're there. Weekend, same thing, so no traffic, it's an easy commute. But if you're stuck in traffic, that's gonna be probably close to an hour. So I would say that's a con if you have to commute a lot to those places. Otherwise, it'd never even come up. All right, so another big pro for living in Peoria, it's gonna be the schools and the school district. The Peoria Unified has some of the best rated schools in the entire Phoenix Metro. And on top of that, we have 3 charter schools that are literally within a 3-mile radius of each other. A couple of private schools that are very highly rated. Basis is probably one you've heard about in other videos or even online. It's a nationwide school. And I think the ones that we have here in Peoria are rated in the top 10 in the nation, or top 20. I can't remember the last time we looked. We did a video on that as well, but very highly rated. The other one is Candeo and also Great Hearts Academy. Even the public schools that we have are going to be, they're rated 8 and 9, and that is Sunset Heights Elementary, that's right across the street from us, Liberty High School, and a couple of other great choices that you have here in Peoria. This is mostly Northwest Peoria, so the farther north and west that you go, probably the school districts are going to be a little bit better, just because it's a newer communities, new construction, new homes, just a newer side of town basically that's been built out here. And honestly, in the last few years, it was also voted the top luxury community in the state. And that's, you know, like being able to compete up there with Scottsdale and Paradise Valley, that's pretty awesome because Scottsdale's been on the map forever. So Northwest Peoria is finally starting to compete with that. So this takes me into another pro that I believe is gotten much, much better here in Peoria, especially Northwest Peoria, is the life entertaining, dining, things like that we did not used to have anything. Now we still don't have any like nightclubs, so no night scene, no bars, you know, like nightclubs and lounges and things like that. So that would be a con if you're into that and you need that kind of entertainment. You're not gonna find that here. But the pro is that better dining experiences and a lot more choices for not just chain restaurants and franchises, just more unique, individual mom and pops and cool restaurants. We got a really fantastic steakhouse that just opened up, and just little places like that keep opening up in this area. We have a luxury Harkins dine-in theater that we just got earlier this year. Things just keep popping up, they keep growing, and you get a much wider variety now of things to do. So I would say that is now more of a pro than a con. If you like partying, like nightclub scene, not gonna find it here. You have some good options about 15-20 minutes down the street here at the Westgate Entertainment District, right by the Cardinal Stadium. Or if not, 30 minutes into Scottsdale, where all the nightclubs and all the nightlife is happening that you hear about everywhere online. The next pro that I want to talk to you guys about is the amazing activities that you have available at your fingertips. So if you are an outdoorsy type of person, so much cool stuff to do here in Northwest Peoria. We have three humongous parks. Paloma Park, which is the newest and biggest thing I've ever seen. It's humongous, gigantic, as you can see here, guys. Baseball field, soccer field. You have a pond where you can fish, playground, grilling areas, all kinds of stuff. It's just massive, and that's just at the outskirts of Northwest Peoria on the way to Lake Pleasant. Then if you go more centrally located, which this would be an easier access for everybody around Peoria, is the Rio Vista Park, which is right off the 101 and Thunderbird. And you're gonna find, again, tons of stuff to do there for the kids. There they even have a gym, a skate park, volleyball, basketball, huge playground for the kids. And then we have this really awesome trail that runs along the canal through Glendale and Peoria that goes on for miles. And this is fantastic. People who love jogging, running, and bicycling, they love this thing. You literally go for miles and miles and miles and then come back. And it's just beautiful, safe, and you really get your workout done. And that goes through the park, but again, it stretches like really far in and out of the city. It is awesome. But back to the park, you got everything you want there, super cool. And again, this is kind of centrally located off the 101 and Thunderbird, so from all the areas, you can get there super easy. And then you have Pioneer Park, which is farther south, so it'll be like South Peoria, Old Town Peoria, and close to to downtown Peoria, where the older, where Peoria was built out of. Again, that one is a mega big park with a lot of cool stuff for the kids, and they keep building all around. You have new apartment complexes, condos, all kinds of stuff going on there. So a lot of growth here in Peoria, especially in Northwest Peoria, where we live and absolutely love it. Oh, I almost forgot. I can't believe that I forgot this. I love golf. This place, Peoria, it is full, loaded, and surrounded by amazing golf courses. So you can golf anywhere from like $30, $40 for 18 holes all the way to like $300, $400, $500 per 18 hole, depending on the luxury of the golf course you choose and the area. You have some private golf courses where you can only get in with somebody who lives there. Most of them though are semi-private. So even though they're in a private community, they do allow the public to come and play. So check out some of these pictures. They're just absolutely stunning, gorgeous golf courses. So that is an awesome option. I almost forgot, definitely a big pro. All right, now the last pro I'm gonna talk about, which will link into a con as well, and then we'll finish up with a couple of more cons, right? Save the bad for last. The biggest pro that I would say when it comes to finding a place to live is the availability of homes that you have here in Northwest Peoria. Even in this time with these high interest rates, we're recording this in October 2023, which are the highest interest rates we've seen in like, I can't even remember how long. But the home pricing here in Peoria is still very affordable. The median home price is around $550,000, which means that half the home above that. And that still allows you to get and purchase an affordable home. Now, right now with these high interest rates, that's questionable, maybe not as affordable as it used to be. But if you look at the difference of other places in town, like Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, places in Chandler, Gilbert, you're gonna see much higher median prices for homes. So this is still an affordable area to live in. Plus, very, very beautiful homes, because most of them, especially out here farther north and west, new construction. You have custom homes built on acre lots, like multi-million-dollar homes that people are building now. The cookie cutter homes are the ones that are going to be like the 550, 500s, a little bit below, a little bit above. Those are the ones that kind of look like they're past part of these master plan communities. but absolutely beautiful communities with so many cool amenities. You have community pools, jacuzzi, pickleballs, basketball courts, volleyball courts, tons of playground for the little kids. So they're built so amazing and so geared towards families that you would absolutely love it. We live in one of those, which in my opinion, it's one of the more popular communities up here in the Meadows. Anybody that knows the name, they know that they would like to live there. And it's a really cool square mile home, all new homes, and they range anywhere from like 550 to over $1 million. So you have all kinds of different options for the type of home that you want, with a regular lot all the way up to half an acre lot. So really great options, but you'll find that all around Northwest Peoria, depending on what your budget is, what kind of home that you like. So I would say that's a huge pro, that you have so many options, and it's newer homes, newer construction, beautiful build, modern, amazing interior design. So really beautiful homes. But one of the cons to that is what I mentioned earlier. They're all kind of like the ones that are in the regular decent price are going to be very cookie cutter kind of homes, part of that master plan communities where they have like 7 or 8 homes, different models, and that's all the homes. They're all one of those 8 models, right? So until you go up to the higher price range where you could do a little bit custom or semi-custom, that's when it gets really beautiful. So that kind of stings, but that's the same all over Phoenix. It's very rare to find big cities where you're not going to run into that. All right, so before we end the video, let me give you a couple of last cons about living in Peoria, which are not necessarily just living in Peoria, it's living in any of these little cities around here. So one of the cons that you might not be happy with, and it's good for you to know before you make the decision to move here, is we are in a flight path. That means you're going to get some noise from Luke Air Force Base. They have the jets training up in the air. You're going to hear those noises from time to time. It's not every day, it's not all day, but whenever they do the training, it is loud. You definitely can hear them. So if that's an issue for you, definitely something to think about and consider. And then the other con that I would say is anywhere around town, you guys, is we do live in the desert, and especially here in Northwest Peoria, we're closer to the outskirts of town. So you're gonna get some desert critters. There's gotta be some scorpions, there's gotta be some rattlesnakes, which I hate. But if you're living close to like the mountain range, right? If you're really at the bottom of a mountain, that's where you're gonna get to see that a little bit more. Where we are, I've never seen one because we're in a community. But these more custom homes are at the bottom of the hills, bottom of the mountains. They see those from time to time. Coyotes, we still see running through the community every now and again. I don't think they're dangerous. We've never seen any problems with them. They just roam around and, chase the rabbits in the community and try to get some food. And then scorpions, we had them in the beginning when we moved in. We spray. We have a guy that comes in every month and sprays for everything, and never seen any since then. So these are things that, they kind of suck, but you can work around it and make it not be a part of your life, right? Like you really could minimize or totally eliminate it from your life. So that's it, guys. I hope that helps. Those are my pros and cons to living here. If there is something that you think I missed that you want to know more information on, just let me know. And again, like I mentioned in the beginning, if you want that guide to move to Phoenix, it's free. Just put your email below and we'll send that over to you. But any questions you have anytime, because when it comes to moving to Phoenix, we got your back. Whether you need house, rental, places to go eat, places to have fun, entertainment, activities, whatever you got, whatever you want, we got your back. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one.